Hey guys, this is Angela Singletary, and I have achondroplasia dwarfism, and I am so excited to show you guys a day in my life. Come on in, y'all. One of the most common questions I get is, oh, do you have your whole house set up just for you? Is everything down low? And the answer is no. Some people do, but I choose not to, and it's intentional because I want my kids to be able to understand how to adapt, how to be resourceful. So, you know, we have the stools in here, which is definitely an accommodation, and it's an important one. We are lucky enough to have front-loading washer and dryer. Using a top-loading washer is a challenge, not impossible, but you know, you have to get used to standing on your head a little bit. So we're really grateful to have this washer and dryer. It's still a challenge at times, and I do get my tall son to do most of the laundry, but I'm going to show you guys what it's like for me to do laundry. So this 3-step ladder is necessary to be able to reach up there, and this is the laundry basket. So we will climb on up and we will take things out and hope they land in the basket. Then we get to take these clothes and shoot them into the dryer. You know, sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. You know, we don't have a ton of accommodations. It's a normal fridge, it's a normal stove, it's a normal freezer. I mean, obviously, it's above my head. There's our little friend. And so, but, you know, step up. And we even have a ton of crap on top of our fridge so that, you know, because we need storage. So, and that's just another step up. So the bathroom would really be the last place in our small house that has any kind of accommodations. And really, even those accommodations are very simple. We have a light switch pull. And really, this is not just like an LP thing, right? Like a kid who's needing to be able to reach the bathroom or bedroom light switch would need that. But yeah, that's really, you know, kind of most of what the accommodations are in our house. Not very many, tons of stools, and just little things here and there so that we can make our life a little bit easier. Here, let me show them what you got going on in here. So in here are some extensions for pedals. They just simply latch on to the existing pedal, and it just gives her the ability to push the gas and brake. So really that's it. You know, there's not a whole lot of accommodations. I'll show you what we do in the trunk. Hold on, one more go. There we go. So we are going to our local neighborhood market, Walmart. We do love this store. Being a little person in a smaller town means that everybody knows you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you know everybody. So, you know, it's likely that we will see somebody that will say, hi, how are you? We are a friendly community just in general. So that's another thing. But, you know, we might also encounter a little bit of ignorance. That's certainly something that happens. It could be pointing, laughing, trying to take a picture. It could be staring, or, you know, any of those kinds of things. It doesn't always happen, but it can. So, you know, we shall see what happens in here. Woo! Oh.
Which one?
All right. No shit. So things like this have to go down here. Now, mind you, when I had 2 babies under 3, I had a carriage in here and a baby in here. And so that was always fun, having to talk to people about that. Oh, I didn't put all the way down. If we put it in here, we wouldn't be able to reach it. So I guess the people behind us just took a picture of us, which is fantastic
It's not
to
uncommon.
catch on film. So a lot of times there's things we can't reach, and if there's nobody around to help, then we just have to do it ourselves. So it's really quite simple. Just climb on up and get it down. Also, you can sometimes use things
Takes it forever.
to get things. So,
It's just you guys.
Yeah.
so you could use something like this and knock it down like that. So you really hone your catching skills with these kinds of things. So the tricks of the trade don't exactly come natural. They don't come easy. But when you have an LP mom, it's a lot easier because you just simply watch what she does and then you end up doing it yourself.
Right. Yep.
So without having an electronic back door, you have to have something to be able to get the door down. And sometimes it takes more than one go, but sometimes we're lucky and it goes out all at once.
Woo! All right.
That's fun. When I was little, or younger, I feel like I kind of went into the stores with like blinders on and didn't really pay attention to everybody else because then I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
But I do know, I know that Daddy was very forward about, things, take a picture last longer was his favorite phrase.
Right.
But, and you were, you would always correct people and such, but tell me a little bit about how you felt when we would go to the grocery store and how you navigated different things from your experiences as an LP,
Right.
because an average height person mom doesn't have that firsthand experience, and so you do. So how do you pull from that? How did you feel like at the grocery store?
You mean like when you walk in, and like you have your child with you? Yeah. I would. I usually try to keep talking with you.
Yeah.
That way, especially if somebody was, being, an adult mainly, was pointing and, trying to show everybody, hey, look.
Yeah.
I would try to talk with you and, and
Distract.
distract, but also tell you, that they don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
That they grew up, that they never had seen somebody that looked like us, and that they had grown up being different.
Yeah.
That they didn't realize that they were doing that.
Yeah. I do remember that. It is interesting being an LP, raising LPs, because I don't want to over-inform them because I don't want to put fear or nervousness in them.
Oh, no doubt.
But we do want to protect them, and because we know, we try to prepare. So there seems like there's that fine line.
Right.
So what would your advice be to either an LP mom or an average height mom raising an LP kid? You have way more experience than I do, and you're just as hands-on with them too. So what would you say to them?
I would say, raise them like you would any other child.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that, you socialize, you get out and about, and you don't say, oh, just because you're small, you can't do this. No, let them try it.
Yeah.
Always let them try it. Because, honey, my mom was average height, and I'll never forget, I didn't realize that I was as short as I was till I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because
what made you realize that?
Me and a friend of mine were cutting up, and we were talking about robbing a bank, and the mom goes, well, yeah, like I wouldn't notice you robbing a bank. And then I thought, oh, okay, yeah, I guess, you would. And that's when it really, and I talked with some people about that, and I realized it's because she raised me just like she did my brothers. Mm-hmm. We get out there and do everything the same thing.
Yeah.
And, let them get out there and play with the kids and have a good time. Words can't explain how proud I am of you, baby. You have you superseded what I thought you would be. I knew you would be awesome, because I mean, I can remember when you and I would cut up being young, and you were little, and people just were amazed by you, and then you have come to become this woman and this mom that is awesome. You raise your kids. We each learned from our parent, and you learned what not to do from me,
And they'll learn what not to do for me.
and so and they're awesome, and you're I mean, I love it when I see your friends with you, and they just beam whenever they see you, and they just praise you, and they're always telling me how proud they are of you being your friend, and I am so proud of being your mom. And people tell me, you know, oh, I saw Angie. I said, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I am this way because of you, so thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, baby. I love you. I mean, so much.